The Galaxy S25 Ultra in 2026. 1 year later. Is this thing still a beast, or has the S26 Ultra already made it feel outdated? Man, if you're sitting there debating whether to drop cash on the brand new flagship or hunt down a killer deal on last year's Ultra, this video is for you. Because after living with this phone through a full year of heavy use, drops, late night scrolls, and way too many photos, I can tell you straight up, it's not just holding up, it's shockingly good in 2026. Alright, let's jump right in. Design first. This thing still looks sharp as hell. That flat-sided, all-business titanium frame with those slightly arched corners, it feels premium without trying too hard. It's a bit thinner and lighter than the S24 Ultra, about 14 grams less and 0.4 millimeters slimmer. But honestly, in daily use, you barely notice. The IP68 rating is rock solid. And yeah, the S Pen is still tucked in there, ready for note-taking or doodling when inspiration hits. Colors are muted and classy, black, gray, silver blue, white silver on the main lineup, with exclusives like pink gold, jet black, and jade green if you grab them from Samsung's site. Jet black is all matte, frame and back, super mature vibe. If you want something flashier, maybe peek at the regular S25 or S25 Plus. But for me, this understated look has aged like fine wine. One gripe that hasn't gone away, those floating camera lenses. They stick out just enough to collect pocket lint, like it's their job. I've had to clean them more than I'd like. But it's not a deal breaker. Now, the display, still one of the best on the planet. 6.9 inches now. Thanks to thinner bezels, Dynamic AMOLED 2X with that insane 2600 nits peak brightness. Gorilla Armor. They call it too, but it looks and feels the same anti-reflective magic. Reflections are basically non-existent outdoors. Infinite contrast, vivid colors. You can crank the vivid mode up to level 3 if you miss that punchy old-school AMOLED saturation. Scrolling at 1 to 120 Hz is buttery. HDR pops. And the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is lightning fast. Face unlock works, but it's camera-based, so not the most secure for payments. Overall, this screen is still mind-blowing in 2026. No regrets here. Performance. Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy is a monster. 12 gigabytes RAM across the board. 256 gigabytes base up to 1 terabyte. Benchmarks are sky-high out of the gate. But yeah, it throttles under sustained stress like heavy gaming or 3D mark loops. Drops down after a few cycles. Similar to what you'd see on an iPhone 16 Pro Max. But in real life, snappy as ever. Apps launch instantly. Multitasking is seamless. Gaming feels smooth even months in. The bigger vapor chamber helps. But it's not invincible. Still, for everyday use, photo editing, streaming, whatever, this thing flies. No slowdowns that make me reach for something newer. Camera system, 200 megapixel main, 10 megapixel 3x, 50 megapixel 5x periscope, and the big upgrade, 50 megapixel ultra wide instead of 12 megapixel. Night shots are brighter and better exposed than the S24 Ultra, less over sharpening, natural details. AI features shine here. Post-shot filter tweaks like photographic styles. New filters you can adjust in gallery. Selfies from the 12 megapixel front cam are sharp and balanced. Video, a bit more vivid and greenish compared to last year. But stabilization is top tier. Zoom holds up amazingly. It's not revolutionary over the S24 Ultra, but the tweaks add up. In 2026, this camera setup still crushes most phones out there. Battery life. Same 5,000 milliamp hours pack. 45 watts wired. Qi 2 wireless up to 15 watts. No magnets, though, to keep the S Pen happy. Gains come from the efficient 3 nanometers chip and software tweaks. Real world? About half an hour more than the S24 Ultra. Solid day. Easy day and a half on lighter use. Not a champion like some competitors, but reliable. No anxiety even after a year. Software shipped with Android 15 and One UI 7. Now on One UI 8 based on Android 16 with the latest February 2026 security patch. One UI 8.5 is in beta, might drop soon. Samsung's promising 7 years of updates, so this phone stays fresh until 2032. Gemini AI integration is deep, AI select, better than Circle to Search. Multimodal queries across apps. Free 6 months of Gemini Advanced plus 2 terabyte storage. Audio eraser and video editor cleans up noise decently, though not perfect. Live notifications are handy. Deck's got a refresh. S Pen lost Bluetooth gimmicks, remote shutter, air gestures. Nobody really misses them. Holding the side button defaults to Gemini now, but you can switch back to Bixby if you're old school. Speakers at a minor bump, louder, meatier bass, but still a bit honky at max volume. Haptics? Still elite. Crisp, satisfying clicks. Value in 2026. This is where it gets interesting. Original MSRP was $1,299 for 256 gigabytes, $1,419 for 512 gigabytes, up to $1,659 for 1 terabyte. Right now, new unlocked units are floating around $950 to $1,100 on places like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, or Samsung site, sometimes lower with deals. The S26 Ultra launched recently at the same $1,300 starting price, so the S25 Ultra is getting cleared out fast, used or refurbished. Even better. On Swappa, Back Market, eBay, you're looking at unlocked 256 gigabytes in good-to-mint condition for $700 to $850, 512 gigabytes around $840 to $930. Trade-in values hover $400 to $700 depending on condition, compared to a brand new S26 Ultra at $1,300 or more with no heavy discounts yet. The S25 Ultra is way more affordable. You're getting flagship performance cameras, S Pen, and that titanium build for hundreds less. If you're not chasing the absolute latest chip tweaks or minor camera bumps, this is a steal. So, 1 year later, is the Galaxy S25 Ultra better than the S26 Ultra? Not objectively. The S26's newer optimizations, maybe better efficiency or AI, but the gap feels tiny. The S25 Ultra isn't obsolete. It's still elite in every category that matters: screen, camera, performance, software longevity. If you're upgrading from something older or want max value without paying full flagship price right after launch, grab a discounted or used S25 Ultra now. You'll be set for years. But if you gotta have the newest thing and don't mind a premium, the S26 Ultra is solid too. What do you think? Sticking with the S25 Ultra or jumping to the S26? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like if this helped. Subscribe for more Real Talk reviews. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.